Have you ever felt the crushing limitation of words? You have a profound feeling, a flash of insight, or a complex emotional landscape inside you. But when you open your mouth to share it, the signal degrades. What comes out is a flat, two-dimensional shadow of the multi-dimensional reality you are experiencing. It feels like trying to play a symphony using only a single drum. You are left with a lingering sense of isolation, a feeling that you are never truly understood, not because you are alone, but because your transmission mechanism is broken. Consider this. What if this frustration is not a defect, but a memory? What if your dissatisfaction with speech is actually a lingering echo of a time when you didn't need it? We are taught that language is the pinnacle of human evolution, the tool that separates us from the beasts. But the ancient traditions and modern consciousness mechanics suggest the exact opposite. Spoken language is not an upgrade, it is a severe downgrade. It is a fallback technology installed when our primary connection was severed. We are living in a world of dial-up internet while possessing a fiber optic brain. You have been convinced that you are a solitary island of consciousness, forced to shout across the void to be heard. But Itzhak Bentov's research into the mechanics of consciousness and the forbidden history of the Thoth prophecies reveal a different truth. You are not disconnected, you are simply muted. The hardware for instant, total communication, telepathy, is still sitting right there inside your biology. This is not about reading minds or parlor tricks. This is about the language of light, the native operating system of the universe. Today, we are going to decode why you were forced into the slow, linear trap of words, how your DNA is actually designed as a crystalline antenna, and the physics behind retuning your mind to the silent frequency. Before we unlock the first seal, if you are one of the 2% who feels that words are no longer enough to contain your truth, please click subscribe and turn on the bell. You are finding your way back to the source. Let us look at the ancient metaphor of the Tower of Babel. We are told it was a story of hubris, where humanity was punished for trying to reach God. But look closer at the esoteric symbolism. Before Babel, it is said the world was of one language and of one speech. This was not a spoken language like English or Sanskrit. It was the language of direct resonance, holographic communication. In a holographic state, you do not transfer data linearly, word by word. You transfer the entire concept, the emotion, and the geometric structure of the thought instantly. The fall into many languages was not a punishment, it was a quarantine. When consciousness drops in frequency, it loses the ability to sustain unity. It fragments. We moved from a state of instant knowing to a state of linear processing. Think of it like a computer file. Telepathy is transferring the entire zipped folder instantly. Speech is opening that folder, taking out each file, reading the binary code out loud, 0 by 1, and hoping the person on the other end can reconstruct the original image. It is inefficient, prone to error, and exhausting. But there is a darker reason for this shift. The sound matrix that Thoth warns about relies on separation. Spoken language introduces the gap. In the gap between my thought and your ear, lies can be inserted. Manipulation requires ambiguity. You can lie with words, but you cannot lie with frequency. In a telepathic society, deception is impossible because the vibration of the intent is visible along with the information. To control a population, you must force them into a communication medium that allows for dishonesty. You must disconnect them from the language of light. Now imagine a pendulum. Itzhak Bentov used the wild pendulum concept to explain how consciousness interacts with reality. When a pendulum is in full swing, it is moving fast, it has kinetic energy. But for a split second at the very top of its arc before it swings back, it comes to a complete stop.
Its velocity is zero. In that 0 point, Bentov argued the pendulum connects to infinite potential. It connects to the absolute. Your mind works the same way. Your thoughts are not confined inside your skull. That is a biological lie. In physics, thoughts behave like scalar waves. Unlike electromagnetic waves that decay over distance, scalar waves are longitudinal. They move through the fabric of space-time instantly. They do not travel through space. They operate outside of space. This is why you can think of a friend on the other side of the planet and they call you seconds later. You didn't send a radio signal. You plucked a string in the cosmic web that connects you both. Bentov explained that our reality blinks on and off billions of times a second, the stroboscopic effect. We only perceive the on phase, the solid matter. But in the off phase, we are pure consciousness, expanded everywhere. Telepathy happens in the off phase. It is the default state. The problem is not that you cannot transmit. The problem is that your conscious mind is too obsessed with the on phase, the physical, the noisy, the linear, to notice the signal that is always present in the background. Consider this. When you speak, you are using the mechanical vibration of air molecules, sound. This is the slowest, densest form of energy transfer. It is limited by the speed of sound. When you think, you are utilizing the vibration of the vacuum itself. You are operating at speeds faster than light. Why would you choose to send a letter by Pony Express when you have a quantum internet connection hardwired into your brain? The God particle or mechanism inside your brain is designed to modulate these frequencies, but it has been atrophied by disuse.
Let's ground this in biology. You were told your DNA is just a storage unit for genetic traits, blue eyes, height, susceptibility to disease. This is less than 3% of what DNA does. The other 97% was labeled junk DNA by scientists who didn't understand it. But forbidden anatomy reveals the truth. Your DNA is a fractal antenna. Structurally, DNA is a liquid crystal. It possesses piezoelectric properties, meaning it converts mechanical pressure, sound, and vibration into electrical signals and vice versa. It is a biological transceiver. Russian research into wave genetics has shown that DNA can be reprogrammed by words and frequencies, specifically the language of light or coherent laser light. Your body is literally a suit of biocircuitry designed to receive signals from the consciousness field. This is where the water in your body becomes crucial. The water inside your cells is not just chaotic liquid, it is structured hexagonal water, acting as the conductive medium for these signals. When you receive a gut feeling or a sudden download of information, it is your DNA antenna picking up a scalar wave from the field and resonating it through the liquid crystal lattice of your body. However, this antenna is being systematically jammed. The calcification of the pineal gland, the central processor for these signals, is well documented. But beyond that, the biocircuitry is disrupted by synthetic frequencies. If your DNA is an antenna, then modern society is a noise generator. We are bombarded with incoherent frequencies that scramble the subtle reception of the biosystem. You are trying to listen to a whisper in the middle of a heavy metal concert. I know what the skeptical mind is asking right now. If this is my native tongue, why is it so silent? Why do I hear nothing but my own internal monologue? This is a valid defense mechanism. The silence you experience is not an absence of signal. It is the presence of an interference pattern. Thoth warns of the mentalism trap, the idea that your thoughts are yours. Most of what you hear in your head is not you. It is the feedback loop of the collective unconscious, the media you consume, and the programming of the matrix. This is the sound matrix controlling your reality. It is designed to be loud.
It keeps the wild pendulum of your mind swinging frantically in the kinetic zone, never allowing it to rest at the still point where connection happens. We have forgotten how to listen. We think listening is waiting for our turn to speak, but true telepathic listening is a state of active resonance. It requires a level of emotional transparency that terrifies the modern ego. To hear the thoughts of another, you must drop the shield of self. You must allow their frequency to vibrate within your own structure. This vulnerability is what we have been conditioned to fear. We built the walls of language to protect our secrets, but those walls have become our prison cell. Are you noticing the noise now? That constant hum of anxiety and planning? That is the interference. If you're ready to learn how to bypass the noise and tune in to the signal, take a moment to hit the like button. It helps this signal cut through the algorithm's interference.
How do we reclaim this ability? We do not learn telepathy. We remember it by removing the blocks. The process is one of subtraction, not addition. Step 1. The fasting of speech. Thoth's alchemical stages often involve purification. You must practice the discipline of silence. Try to go 1 hour a day without speaking, but more importantly, without internal speaking. Observe a tree, a person, or an object, and try to stop the label machine in your brain. Don't say, "That is a green tree." Just be with the tree. This quiets the linear processor and opens the holographic channel. Step 2. Heart coherence. The heart generates an electromagnetic field 5,000 times stronger than the brain. It is the amplifier for the antenna. You cannot transmit a clear signal through a closed heart. Bentov's work suggests that when the heart and brain are in sync, the body acts as a tuned oscillator. Focus your attention on your chest. Breathe slowly. Imagine the feeling of gratitude. This creates a carrier wave, a smooth signal that can carry information without distortion. Step 3. The image packet. Stop trying to send sentences. The universe does not speak English. It speaks in geometry, color, and emotion. If you want to send a message to someone, visualize the feeling of the message as a complete image or a ball of light, a packet. Hold that image in your mind's eye. Feel the emotion of it being received, and then, this is the key, release it. Let the pendulum swing back. Do not hold on to the thought. You must blink it out of your reality so it can manifest in theirs. We are approaching a critical threshold. Thoth's final prophecy speaks of the end of the Kali Yuga and the timeline shift occurring around 2025. The cosmic frequencies are rising. The Watchers and the Guardians of the old Matrix can no longer suppress the vibration. The veil between minds is thinning. This is why you are seeing an increase in coincidences, why you know who is calling before the phone rings, why you feel the collective anxiety or joy more intensely than ever before. The language of light is being forced back online by the shifting physics of our solar system. We are moving into a region of space where lies cannot exist because transparency is the law of the physics there. This transition will be chaotic for those who cling to their secrets and their separation. But for you, the seeker, it is a homecoming. You are graduating from the clumsy dial-up of speech to the instant, high-fidelity connection of the soul. You are remembering that you are not a drop in the ocean, but the ocean in a drop, connected to every other drop by the invisible water of consciousness. In the beginning, there was the Word, but before the Word, there was the silence. And it is to that silence we must return to find the truth. The next time you struggle to find the right words, stop, close your eyes,
trust the silence. Trust that your signal is already heard by those who are tuned to your frequency. The Tower of Babel is crumbling. The bricks are falling. And standing amidst the rubble, we will not need to speak, for we will finally understand. But tuning the antenna is only the first step. Once the signal is clear, you must learn how to navigate the network without getting lost in the lower astral planes. There is a Stargate function hidden deep within your brain that acts as the router for this connection. Click on this video about the pineal gland's forbidden Stargate function to understand where this rabbit hole truly leads. I'll see you there.